What is going on, guys? We are back with another video, and we are taking a look at the Dallas Cowboys and their offensive line. It's a little weird, though, because I don't think La'el Collins is on the roster at the moment. Let me take a look at that. Want to make sure, because I do not remember editing him. But, of course, the more important part is how well is the offensive line, or my team, going to do with the bad offensive line. I don't think La'el is here, but we are going to sim. Of course, you got to first see how great the Cowboys would do with a great O-line as opposed to without one. And I hopefully can keep the bad O-line on the team. I know the game loves to get rid of all the players because they look like crap, which I appreciate, but not in this context. Which means basically I don't appreciate any of it. Believe it or not, we actually missed the playoffs at 8-8. Usually the Cowboys are, well, I guess usually they're a year 2 team, but usually the Cowboys do a little bit better than 8-8. They're usually in the playoffs every single time. But I guess that is not today. So 4,400 yards, 41 touchdowns, 19 picks for good old Dak Prescott. And wide receivers, Terrence Williams was apparently the guy with the most receptions on the team. Lots of receptions to go around, though. Like 4 receivers with 70+. Offensive line gave up, 23 sacks here, which is actually quite a bit for their team. Curious to see if we can, like I said, keep the players on the roster. I want to see how they play with the bad O-line. Offensive yards, 12th. Defensive yards, 32nd. By the way, if you guys didn't know, this was suggested to us by quite a long-time viewer, Colin and Maddie. I would assume it's a shared account, but it was suggested that we do a run, pass, impact block, what if. At first I was going to do it separate videos, but I was like, nah, let's just do it all in one. I would assume, run block and pass block, losing one or the other would still mess them up, but obviously in different formats. So instead of being a little sleaze, I did it all in one. Not like it's really hard. It's like, oh, I deserve a medal for just slightly draining some stats. No problem there. Just doing my job. Look at the team, by the way. They go from, God knows what, like 90-something to a 57 overall team, 31 offense. There is not a chance this team decides to keep this offensive line, or at least not start the offensive line. Obviously, we will do our best to keep them in check. I believe if they sign players, that I need to put them number 2 on the depth chart, and that should settle it. But we'll take a look, see if it can be done. Hopefully it can be done. I mean, they're not going to cut these guys when they all have, contract issues. Not going to be spending, if someone's got a pen, you're not going to be cutting them. If the pen is more than the salary. So offensive line looking good. Zach Martin gets benched for Chaz Green. Good decision there. Good decision there, EA. You tell him 0. I gave them 99 awareness. Absolutely affects them in no way, shape, or form. Look at Tyron Smith. Oh, my lordy. Look, like the players are just dead. It's all over. Nothing can be done. I really don't expect them to start any of these guys. They're going to go 1 week. We're going to see, is the offensive line going to get some signings? I would assume so. And the story remains no. So let's go to the regular season. As long as they're on the roster, hopefully. I just want 5 offensive linemen, all with 0. That's all I need to know. Did we replace them? They were not replaced, surprisingly. I'm actually a little shocked by that. I'm assuming this will be a 0-16 team. You cannot be a 57 overall on, 31 on offense. No offensive line. If you block like with 0s, you're basically saying you're putting a 5-year-old on the offensive line, basically. No strength, like that means they're jelly. Week 17, and Russell Wilson is MVP, so the offensive line being bad here definitely affects the league. You can see the offensive line, solid season. They didn't go down at all. What is that? What is the record? 3-13, so we go from 8-8 to 3-13. Let's see those scores, though. I want to see, like, clearly we had a lot of, I was about to say, we had a lot of low-scoring games. We had 45 points with this offensive line. Hell no. Did we win all divisional games? No, we won against the Niners. I forgot. The Niners, let's see the offense. I'm really curious to see how many sacks this team gave up. 30th offense. Please don't tell me like the Browns are behind. No way. Who's got the worst offense? Okay, I seen Browns. Niners and Bears, can't really argue that. 30th offense gives us 32nd defense. Dak drops quite a bit. His touchdowns dropped to like, what, 17 or something like that. Picks also went down, though, so that's interesting. Yards went down. Rushing, Zeke, apparently not a product of his O-line. Guys, 4.3 yards per carry on over 1,000 yards with this offensive line. EA just proved it. Everyone was wrong. Offensive line, 37 sacks given up by Tyron Smith. L. Collins, 19, 10 for Cooper, 8 for Martin, 5 for Frederick, 4 for Chaz Green. What in the world? That's a lot of 37. Jesus Christ. Let's see picks. I'm kind of curious. I know a lot of it has to do by overall, but does any of it matter by name? I'm curious to see if any of our guys are still going to be MVP or offensive linemen. Because a lot of it probably does have to go by how good they are as well. So I guess, at least that aspect is correct. You never see a Cowboys offensive line, one of their players not in the top 5, or at least in the top 10, even just the top 10. I didn't look at who won the Super Bowl on either one, but that's irrelevant, I suppose. But, I mean, we looked at this, and we now know offensive line is huge. They go down like 50-plus overalls as well when they drop their O-line. 12 overall. 12 offensive overall linemen. Did any of them go up? Well, apparently they have 254. That's the thumbnail. 100%. What in the world is that? 254. All right. 253, Liel. You suck. You're slacking, Liel. Liel? Tyron should be way lower, shouldn't he? No? He lost his impact block for how bad he played. Tough position to play, pal. Tough position. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any other suggestions, let me know in the comment section. I will show them in the video. I'll mention them as well. Thanks, Colin, and also thanks for watching. I know he's been around for a while. Thanks to everyone, whether you've been here for one video or you're here for 95% of them. I appreciate every single one of you guys coming back, watching my crap. With my dry voice. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you come back for next video. But until next video, see ya!